Gorbachev had an enormous impact on the 20th century and beyond. I would kind of rank him in kind of top five most important people in the 20th century. And I think, key reason for that would be that he almost single-handedly brought about the end of the Cold War, as well as, of course, had a huge contribution to the disintegration of the Soviet Union, although that part was unintended. But yeah, as a kind of figure of world significance, Gorbachev certainly is there in the top five. And yeah, his legacy he lives with us in terms of end of the Cold War and the post-Cold War order, which in many ways was shaped by the way Soviet Union disintegrated. So the relationship between Putin and Gorbachev is a very interesting one in the sense that Gorbachev showed Putin of how not to do things, right? So in a sense, Putin works from trying to reverse what Gorbachev was doing. So Gorbachev was, in a sense, giving up on the hard power, talking about common values, putting a lot of accommodatory gestures towards the West and so forth, liberalizing at home, letting his critics speak out, reducing controls, right? That led to the collapse of the Soviet Union. That led, from Putin's point of view, led to the collapse in the Russian Soviet influence in the world. All right, so those exactly the things which you should always avoid, no matter what, right? So Putin is doing exactly the opposite what Gorbachev was doing. So he's strengthening the authoritarian tendencies at home, and he's relying on hard power. That's the only thing which really works in international relations for Putin, from the point of view of failure of Gorbachev, of his common values and so forth. So only hard power works. So in that sense, Putin is responding to Gorbachev with his own understanding of how things work and how better to do them. There's a huge difference between what Gorbachev took over in 85 and what he left in 91. So his system was in crisis by the time he left. So I mean that's very clear. I mean there's everything to like from the point of view of the West. There's a lot to regret and resent from the Russian perspective.